Lord!
I am not a NOITA wand expert, but when I had a viewer comment that we should try a wand that casts Square Barrier multiple times, then spells to power, and then any projectile, in this case we're going to do Spark Bolt, that it should allow us to get up to infinite damage. Now, my thing was, I believe when I tried this before, I could only get it to a certain point, and then it kind of got a little cumbersome. But we're going to actually make a real effort to put together some wands, whether they're easy to build or not, to see what we can get out of this. Now, we know the original one, which is, Square Barrier, spells to power, and then projectile, which usually will give you about 11,000 damage. I had said 5,000 in the thread, but it's about 11,000 damage. But now what we're going to do is we're going to try to ramp it up. What we want to do is see if we can get Square Barrier to show up multiple times. Now I'm trying with Theta here, but it's our Tau. Is it Tau or Theta? I don't know. One or the other, whatever it's called. We're trying to get it to do multiple times. That is not seeming to work, but excuse me. You know, something's wrong with this dummy on this side. I don't know why. But if you can see now on this side, it's doing about 40,000, which, I mean, that's not bad if you consider what we've invested into it. 40,000 is still pretty respectable, but probably can find other ways to do it that don't require all of those spells that you have. And of course, the add trigger, you could just have Spark Bolt with trigger. I just like add trigger because it makes the mana cost a little easier. So let's try, I don't know why I keep shooting at that dummy. That dummy's awful. Let's try divide by. Now divide by, I'm not sure how we're supposed to do this. How we get the divide by to pop off. This is going to take me a minute. Again, I'm not a wand expert, so something ain't working here. Let me try it again. I know we should. I don't know if it's just hitting the wrong spell. Oh, that might be it. There we go. All right. Closer to 100,000. Wand's a little bit slow at this point, but oh, maybe it's still only 40. Let's see that. It still just does one. Anybody know why it's doing that? Anybody know why the right side dummy just is not taking the same amount of damage? I have no clue. It's just a funny thing. All right. Oh, yeah, this one's a dangerous one. Maybe we can add trigger to this so that we don't burn ourselves. It is Chain Spell. Now, Chain Spell casts multiple copies of the next spell, so that could work. Now, see on this side, yeah, it's only doing about that. Okay, so about 40. So we're averaging about 50,000 with all of these wands, but I'm going to keep playing, and it's going to take me a while. I'm going to juice this stuff up. All right, so now we're up to about 130. That's really not bad. Or on this side, 2,000. Don't ask me. Don't ask me, tell me. All right. Yeah, it still can't get it to quite pop off, but over there it'll work. Anyway, okay, so it looks like that's not too bad of a configuration. Now let's try it with hexaplicate. You could probably do this with octuplicate or any of the uplicate spells that you've got there, and I think this is probably going to be the most effective. Maybe I can even try to double it. No, not exactly. All right, so I think the way to really do this and to make it work is going to be to shoot it with a Spark Bolt with trigger and then make the payload multiply everything out first. All right, so we'll do Spark Bolt with trigger. Let's take out that for now and put it back in. Hold on, let me see if this will work as is. It's still low. I want to try to get it up to 1 million. I think we can get it up to 1 million. So let's move everything way down. Let's make a big space here. We're going to add in as much as we possibly can. So, and maybe a little more than that. Give me, we might need to use ET. No. Take that out. Try it like that. Nope. Now it's still, I don't know. It's still not working. Let me experiment one more time. Like I said, not a wand expert. I know some of you are going, dang it, Calm. Just, oh, he's so frustrating. But I'll get it in a sec. I'll just give me a moment, please. Give me a moment. See, the whole like copy spell thing kind of throws me sometimes. Ooh, maybe. No. All right. Let's see. I mean, that's not bad, but it's at least quicker. Maybe we could just make it so that we have a really rapid fire wand that does it. Maybe we could really ramp this up. Now, of course, this is getting into like fantasy world, but we'll try it anyway. Let's see what would happen if we take that out. Now let's put all the mana in here because I want to see if we can get a bunch of mana in here and get it to flow really quick. Now let's get it fast. I think what's happening is we just didn't have enough mana. No, that's not work. Oh, right. I've got to, oh, shoot. I've got to account for the 3 speed ups that are going off because they're... No, 2 is not going to work either. 1, obviously, is still having a problem. What do we do here? Do we do... let me think. Yeah, this will work. Here, let's try this. Yeah, there we go. All right. Hey, that's better. Oh, and that's fast too. Look, 500, 400. I think we got it. I think we've got a successful build here. Now, obviously, this is not easy to build. You're going to have to get lucky, find a lot of mana early on. Let's try with 3. Can we go even faster? Oh, yeah, we can. Oh, yeah, we can. Oh, millions. There we go. There we go. All right, so this looks like the final configuration. I'm going to play around a little bit more as I'm kind of yapping, and I'll probably cut out of the video while we're doing this. But let's see if we take the mana out, if this is still as effective. Yeah. Oh, well, then it... well, oh, okay, yeah. It eventually dies. So without the mana, you're going to be ISC, basically. Up shoots creek, right? But with that setup, that looks like the setup right there. That's consistently getting a million. Maybe that's just a, maybe that's, what do you call it? A critical, but anyway, that looks like our best use of it is going to be that last configuration that I had. What I'll do is I will get a print up of that and I'll put it on the screen so you guys can see it while I'm shooting this off here. So that's how it should look when you're done with it. Ignore what I'm doing on the screen and just look at the beautiful image that you see there. All right. So that looks like we can get a million out of it. So Christo Jojo, it looks like, yeah, you can get about a million. Not infinite, but that's about as good as you're going to get without making something that's like stunningly lag-inducing and overly complicated and costing way too many spells. You can't just do it with the simple 3-spell method. And no, you cannot just keep casting the square over and over and over and over again, then have another one with spells to power and cast it. It's way too slow. Way too slow, and you'll have enemies crawling up your backside before you know it. Anyway, appreciate you guys hanging out. It's fun to build some wands. Again, I'm not an expert. Feel free to go ahead and put your own wand builds in the comments. Happy to see them. If there's anything else you want to see me try out, let me know. We'll bring it on back to the Spell Lab. Appreciate you guys. Much love. And hey, YouTube, I got to get out of here, so you're up.